Hi, what's going on? Dr. Sis here. So I am going to make a video like all encompassing showing you how to do a perfect push-up and why it's so important to do, all right? So the first thing is like how do we want our hands in a push-up, okay? And there's a lot of different ways to do it. This is how I like to show and how I do this. First, just go like this. Just put your hands right here. Go out, come back, go. Whatever, see how that feels, just feels good? That's what I'm gonna mimic on the ground, right? This motion. If I wanted to do like a max bench press guy, I'd go out wider. If I want to work the backs of my arms, I go tighter, but we're just going perfect push-up, okay? So now, a lot of people, when they start out, they can't do a push-up on the ground. It's just not strong enough yet, okay? So what we're gonna do is do it on a box, all right? So I like to stay off our knees for a very important reason. So a push-up is a moving plank. So you're like this, a plank is a great ab exercise. It's amazing, right? If I go to my knees, I take that away. I take all that ab work away, and then in my experience in many years working with many people, when folks do push-ups on their knees, they never seem to progress, right? Like the whole goal is to get stronger. So instead, I use a box. So if you're at home, you can come closer if you need. Like let's pretend this is like a kitchen counter and a chair or a little lower chair. So what I do is I try and aim like the bottom of my sternum, my xiphoid, for the corner of whatever you're using, all right? So you put your hands like that same perfect motion, flex your stomach, squeeze your butt cheeks, and just aim right for there, just like this, okay? That's simple. Now, a very common mistake is when folks go down like to bob our heads, right, like this. So our head tends to go where our eyes are looking. So a really easy fix, and I do this a lot when I'm doing push-ups, I close my eyes and I just go by feel. So I close my eyes, and I just go until I feel it hit, just like this. Eyes closed, and then there's no reason for my head to bob, okay? And a really common mistake too is that I'll see us, for some reason, we like to let our elbows flare out, like do this kind of thing, right? So if you went to push a door open, you'd never go like this, right? You'd go, so that's what I'm mimicking. So you just start with this, and let's say you're practicing this at home, like anytime you walk past the counter, it's like, yeah, just get like 5 of them. Just get what you can get. And what you're doing, every time you do it, strength is more about nerves than building muscles, really. So every time you do this, you're waking up nerves, and these nerves start firing to different little muscle spindles, and very quickly, you get stronger. And then all of a sudden, as this gets easier, say you can only do 5 over time, you get 10, just go to a slightly lower box. Exact same rules, okay? And a good check, like if my butt's up high, I can't squeeze my butt cheeks. If my butt's in the right spot, I can flex my butt cheeks. Then I know I'm good. I'm nice and straight. Boom, up and down, okay? As that gets a little stronger, I start feeling a little better, something a little bit lower, right? A good thing to do too is, let's say you're feeling good and you want to challenge yourself, start on something low, right? Let's say you can only get like 2 or 3. So you get only 2 or 3, all right, that's fine, I'm a little bit tired. And then you can move back up and get more reps in, okay? Down, on down, all right? Now, there's different variations you can do. One thing I like to do a lot of is change the cadence, right? So instead of just doing 4, 5, 6, 8, the cadence is this. Let's say I want to do 0, like 4 down, 0 up. So go down nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, up quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, up quick. Or you can just go control down, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So you can change the cadence, change reps, do all that kind of, and then just eventually you progress until you get down on the ground. Another option is if you have a pole at home, and literally these are from Amazon, is you throw this around your waist, get down on the ground, and it just helps you do perfect push-ups. You notice my arms, the way I'm pushing is exactly the same as I'm doing right here. You right? If I wanted to change, like as you get better and you want to change things up, you can go a little wider, right? If you go really tight, it makes it harder. If I go really tight, keep my elbows really tight, it's more of the back of my arm, my tricep, less chest, it's a smaller muscle, it's harder to do. If you're like medium, you get a little bit of both, right? So a proper push-up, you're getting your triceps, shoulders, chest, and if you have your butt flexed, your abs really good, all right? And then as you progress a little more, if you want to, you get a set of rings, and I love rings because my stomach is working like crazy. Like it's a great ab work, and you can still work the exact same arm, hand, elbow position, work my push-ups, all right? So that's how we teach to progress, but you can start at home with furniture and whatever. So it's like, well, how many should I do per day? How many? Just work at them. Like every day you pass something, just knock out some push-ups. You know, one thing, a long time we used to do is every time I walked under a certain doorway, 2 to 5 pull-ups, right? It's like every time I walk past a certain table, say I'm gonna do 5 push-ups. Or every time I walk past a certain couch, right on the edge of the couch, gotta do 10, right? So work at that repetition, and eventually you'll be knocking on the ground super easy.